All right, everyone, it's time.
It's time. The Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer dropped this morning, right?
Yep, like
Awesome.
1:30 or something our time, Mountain Time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, or two. I don't know. Yeah, it was 1:30. Anyway, the point is, I was thinking about doing like a painstaking analysis where I get like screenshots and all that crap. But then I thought, hey, why don't we do it a more fun way?
We can just do it. We're talking about it. We're going over it. So, this is Eves, and I'm here with Trev.
Yep.
And I am a very casual Kingdom Hearts fan. I've played a couple games, kind of. Been a while, just casually. Trev here.
I'm a bit of an expert, you might say. So I'm more of a hardcore fan. Know a lot of stuff. So
Yeah,
we're gonna analyze this video from the perspective of both a hardcore and a softcore casual fan.
casual
Phrasing.
phrasing.
Their little catchphrase here.
Yeah.
So here we see for the first time Marluxia.
Hmm.
So it's kind of funny. I know they're just playing off words and stuff where they're saying here's a case where I think like the translation gets a little muddled. Like he's calling him a has-been, and then oh, never mind. It's cool.
And also, initial question about this. So we have seen Kingdom Hearts 3 clip before,
Yeah.
as well, and they're all in Japanese. Is this
Yeah, that's
okay?
Japanese.
Okay. When will we get a non-subbed version?
So dubbing is one of the last things that they do. So like if we hear
Yeah.
that like they're getting the English audio cast and they're working on that, that means they're pretty close to finishing the game.
Okay.
So which means probably
So that'll
E3 will get some English dub trailer,
Okay.
which would be really nice.
A couple
'Cause
months before the game or so?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Fair enough. And it's fine. I'm fine with subbed stuff. Just, I know that all the Kingdom Hearts games have been in English.
Yeah.
They've had
So-
an English version.
And I,
so.
I wonder honestly if because I mean they've never done this in the past, but I wonder for Kingdom Hearts 3 if they'll do dual audio option where you can have subtitles in English and then have Japanese.
Oh,
I don't know
maybe.
if they'll do that because they didn't
Yeah.
do that for 0.2. But anyway,
Usually
it's a thought.
their dub is pretty good though. Like,
Oh, their dub is fantastic.
yeah, I prefer the subbed editions for a lot of anime because
It's just better.
yeah, the dub sucks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
anyways,
so yeah, it's really interesting that we see Marluxia here because it's not interesting that he's back because lots of organization members who were defeated by Sora have come back because they're somebody and nobody, or they're heartless and nobody have reformed and whatever. But it's interesting that Marluxia says, here it's coming up. This. So he's saying the only organization. It's not a different organization. And I, Marluxia, serve it. And he was a rebel in Chain of Memories. He rebelled against the organization, and that's kind of the plot of Chain of Memories, where he's a bad guy. So I'm just curious why he's serving the organization now, whereas before he was like
rebelling against it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's all just a ruse.
Also, with the only organization, does that mean there's not an organization 1, 2, 3?
No, just Organization 13.
That confused me as a child with Ocean's 11. I was like, wait,
And
where's all the
12,
other Oceans movies?
What about Oceans 1 through 13?
Yeah.
12? Or 1
Apparently
through 10.
not everything's like Land Before Time, where they just pump out movies like crazy.
That's what they teach us as kids. What are we supposed to think?
I know.
Anyway, so, another thing. I really like Marluxia's model. This is the first time we've like seen a character model right off the bat without, a trailer between to fix the model, and I've just gone like, wow, that looks really good.
I mean, that feathered hair, though.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
very,
on pointy.
very feathered. And then Sora, of course, looks fantastic. They've fixed him a lot since the last trailer. So I love this that, like, yeah, Sora doesn't remember him.
You know, he's got enough buttons, but I'm not sure if he has enough zippers.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm worried about.
Also, does he have enough belts? I mean, he has the one belt and then the two leg belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll stop and pause and stuff and analyze when there's gameplay. But right now, like, we've kind of seen this. Okay, the one thing about this, and I'll pause it right here. So we saw in the last trailer, like, we're down at the bottom by the bed, or on the floor by the bed, and we see Heartless, and we go attack them. And we're seeing that from, like, Woody and Buzz and them's perspective at this point. But, like, Sora has the Keyblade already, so I'm wondering if
that
this
a
is...
cowboy cactus sheriff badge Keyblade?
Yeah, it's amazing. And guess what the base is?
Alrighty.
It's a rocket ship. It's
oh, I
fantastic.
see the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Buzz's logo.
Yep.
The Star Space, whatever.
Command,
Anyways,
yeah.
Star Command.
Anyway, so it just
Starman.
makes me wonder if, like, we get Keyblades at the beginning of Worlds, or if this isn't the beginning of the world, though it seems like it. Or if it's just... But this is a cutscene, so that's what makes me think it. Anyway.
Also, what's cool for me in this part of... I mean, this part with Toy Story, sorry, I couldn't remember the name, looks better in the game than the original movie did.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is pretty
because
cool.
it was,
like,
it looks really good even to
the movie was mind... or
Yeah.
It was genre breaking kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Anyways.
for sure. So this is our first glimpse at the reveal,
Monsters,
even though it
Inc.
kind of got leaked before, of the new world, which is Monsters Inc. So that's 2 Pixar films in a row, which is fantastic because I love Monsters Inc. And these character models. What in the crap? I love Goofy's character model.
Oh.
It just brings me so much disturbing joy.
I didn't
can't
notice.
even
I was
tell you.
mostly just disturbed by what's going on with Sora.
I know. He looks super weird, but I kind of like it. Like,
It's like Cat in the Hat gone emo.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, never mind. Anyway, I was just gonna reference Naruto, but anyway, looks like the weird hand things on Sasuke's back. Anyway, so yay, Mike and Sully and Boo. So, oh, nice with his eyes
Bobby?
right there. He looks like he needs a little fixin'. Like he's a little too fuzzy. But it's still good, but like he just
not
looks like a
bad,
little
it's
rough
just-
around the edges.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. Mike Wazowski looks great. I actually really like Donald's. And Sora's like a cat thing,
Yeah.
too. It's kind of interesting.
It's like the only similarity is the one eye.
I know, that's all she cares about. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is, I mean, it looks like they're going to kind of follow the plot of this film, where, like, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but, like, toward the beginning, you got, like, helicopters and police guys trying to
with
find,
trying to get Boo.
because of the sock or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, this is really cool here. Like, I wonder if it forces you to go on this path, or if you can, like, fall down here. I don't know. I'm just curious.
I wonder if you miss it, if it'll like restart you or whatever. Like you have to get there. Like it won't force you into there, but if you don't get there, you don't.
Yeah, maybe. It just
progress
makes me wonder
kind of
how
thing.
like open the closed
Open world
spaces
it is?
will
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
If that makes sense, because they're obviously closed spaces, but will they be open? Anyway,
Sorry for the beeping.
go get
I'm
your
making my
cake.
cake.
Yep, go get your cake.
We'll come
I'll
back.
analyze. Yeah. Anyway, so we fall down. This looks awesome, though. Okay, so here, let me see if I can. Whoa! Whoops. Okay, wrong button. So let's see if we can get a good.
We got another
Um,
10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if we can get a good look at the Keyblade. Kinda. It's got like the hat on it.
Oh, I think there's. Anyways,
Not getting a good look
so
at
back.
it. But
Back back a little bit.
Oh, here we go. So that's kind of a good look at it. It's got the little
The
hat,
helmet.
the helmet,
The Monsters
that they have
Inc.
to
helmet.
wear, and then I'm not entirely sure what this is.
Man,
It looks monstery. I really like how themed the Keyblades are. Whereas, like, even in Kingdom Hearts 2, you'd get, like, blades that kind of had to do with the theme of the world, but nothing like this.
It seems like they're just taking bits and pieces and just throwing them together.
Throwing it onto a Keyblade. Especially, I love the Toy Story one with, like, cowboy
with
stuff
cowboy
on
cactus.
a hilt of
I think
stuff.
it's cool. I just personally I prefer the stylized,
Oh yeah, and I'm sure
Keyblade.
there will be the typical stylized ones.
Yeah.
But this makes sense with the Keyblade transformation mechanic that they have in the game. So here we're gonna see it transform. So this is like a, I guess, Frankenstein type thing going on here, with the M for Monsters Inc. And here's the hat in a lot better.
Got like some alarm. Light on the right there.
So here's the first Keyblade transformation that we see for the Monsters Inc. world, which that was perfect actually. You can see mid transformation that there's a door.
Becomes a door and then the canisters.
Yep, and then it transforms into like these crazy claw things. They retract, and then you have quick claws, which I think is really cool. So we're gonna take this one frame by frame. So here's the first move in his attack. So this looks like it's sort of a long range AoE attack, and I want to see a full combo. We don't see a full combo here, so we see kind of like a slide dash type attack that's more AoE, and then we see a quick attack right there.
So for
slashing
noobs,
claws.
What is AoE?
Area of effect. So
okay,
more than one enemy. So then there's the second quick slash, which I like that the combo is actually pretty quick. It's pretty snappy compared to like the hyper hammer for the Toy Story Keyblade. And then we see the third move in the combo here, which I don't think is a finisher. This spinning, again, AoE. There's a few AoE Keyblades in the game, at least for the transformations. Anyway, so that's pretty good. I want to see the full combo, but again, I don't know if we will. Also, just to note, this is the sign for Unversed, which are the enemies in Birth by Sleep, which connect to Vanitas at the end, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But anyway, I really like this first transformation. I wish that could have filled up so we could see what the special was, but oh well. So this is cool. I remember a Monsters Inc. game on the Game Boy Advanced, and like going through the doors, like kind of like in this sort of scenario was like the funnest part of it, and I'm getting those vibes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nice.
If
I never played that game.
If you've played that game, please let me know because
it's probably a pretty rare.
I still have it. Anyway, so we again see the attack that seems like the standard attack for when you're doing flow motion and there are floating enemies out there. So so that's cool.
We also do get to see off to the right. You have more than 3 in your party.
Oh yeah.
Well now.
For both Monsters Inc. and for Tangled, we have a 5-member party, which is cool. So
no having that awkward conversation with Donald or Goofy when you want to use Tarzan.
Exactly.
It's like, sorry, bro. I'm gonna have you sit out this round.
Tarzan does way more damage and also doesn't die very quickly. Donald. So here we saw I'll go back a little bit. We saw like your standard combo that we've seen from here, but which is kind of what we've seen so far. But here, and in the Japanese commercial too, he does thunder right before he does this. But you see like it's almost like a Zantetsuken finisher move, or like a guard break. So I don't know. That's cool. So he does that, and yeah.
I like how.
So it's really quick and really snappy, which is awesome. Anyway, what?
What's her name? Rapunzel.
Oh, is that her?
I don't know.
Name?
She has a
Rapunzel?
name. I think she has a different name.
I think she does. And
I
then
don't
you get
know.
Flint Rider,
Yeah.
who also has a different name, but Flint
I like how
Rider
all she does is just swing around, and then
I
he
know. So-
just strolls by on a barrel.
I really like her move right here. Like, and I think that's why they put a lot of trees in this, like big
Oh,
trees that
yeah.
are in your way
So you
and
can
stuff,
swing around
so that she
on
can
them.
use her
Or
special
she
move.
can.
Yeah. Which is awesome. And then you get
Then
Flint
flint on a
Rider.
barrel.
Yay! Barrel roll. So okay. So we get the name here. We'll see the transformation later, but the Mirage Staff. So we're obviously using the Keyblade for Rapunzel's world. Oh, okay. That's a good frame. Kind of. We might get a better look at it later. But yeah, so you can see
Oh, it
the,
looks like a
the tip of
tower,
the
kind of.
tower, and then I think that might be like hair, and then you've got like the spiraling.
Kind of look like the flower right below
And then
the hair,
the
or
flower.
above it from this angle, I guess.
Yeah. So okay, that's kind of cool. I think we'll get a better look at it later. But yeah, again, the transformation is going to be Mirage Staff, and that's exactly what we see here. And that's okay. This is kind of cool, but I'm curious. So we're sliding, and then you kind of slide up the hill, and then you slide down the hill while you're in Mirage Staff, Keyblade transformation. But when it gets kind of flat or on the path, he starts walking, but then he starts sliding again. I don't know. So I wonder how that mechanic works.
Looks like you muted it on accident.
Yeah, not important. Yeah. I didn't mute us, at least. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just wondering how that like sliding mechanic works, kind of like wisdom form. Anyway, swimming through stuff. Like all these worlds look really interactive, which is something we kind of missed from Kingdom Hearts 2 that we got in Kingdom Hearts 1, where you could interact with stuff more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that. So here we see our first summon, which is Ariel, which is so good because we are probably not going to Atlantica.
But I mean, even if you do go,
they'll
probably make it less painful.
Probably. I think
right?
they've gotten the feedback.
Yeah.
Like they didn't, at least
you
in
hope
Kingdom
that
Hearts 2, they didn't make it into like a world, typical world that you'd have to beat. They made it into like a quick time event, like I don't know what they're called. It's like basically Guitar Hero for Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. You click on a button when the circle gets in the right sphere.
Just
I don't know what that's called, but it was just frustrating. So this is an interesting move, and I wonder, like, this is just because I've been playing Xenoblade games, but like I wonder if like this water AoE attack
looks
also
like
heals your party. He's water bending.
Waterbenders do have healing properties.
They do, indeed. So that's just where my mind goes. Okay, so we see.
This looks like another staff type.
So
formation.
this is the Mirage Staff again, which looks pretty cool. Anyway,
see, I prefer that. It looks a little bit more stylized, not exactly.
Yeah. So we can see that he used some focus gauge, and we're doing shot lock right now. So he could have done flow chain, which is a way to travel, and also you like circle around each Heartless as you travel from Heartless to Heartless or enemy to enemy. But it looks like they use spectral rays, which let's see this play out. This is the spectral rays shot lock. That looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to use like all these different shot locks for each Keyblade. And then we see I when I saw this, I thought that this was hold on. Okay, it is a finisher. So in this like 3 or 4 frames, can you read that?
I can't.
No. I want to know what it is. Anyway, so this is the Mirage Staff finisher, which we'll see is probably a big AoE thing where Rapunzel's tower appears and you see 2 mirages of Sora, and just let's see if we can go back to that. Just crazy crap happening. Anyway, it looks really like entertaining to watch.
It's a big area of effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's pretty cool. So that's the Mirage Staff finisher. We don't know what it's called yet. Let's move on. Here we've already seen Hyper Hammer. And just big, slow, but powerful AoE attacks. I want to see a Keyblade that does like really specific one like one enemy attacks that's really powerful. Like, and that's mostly because I love the data battles in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Because, I mean, area of effect is nice, but it's
But when
not
you have
always...
like one
yeah.
super boss or whatever...
It's like, I feel like you're wasting 80% of your attack.
Yeah.
You know.
Agreed. So, anyway. So this is kind of cool. Probably upstairs in that toy place or whatever. Galaxy Toys, where you see like a ball pit. And then we see...
Then we get the teacups.
And traction flow teacups. So we'll see that like a basic attack that's probably going to be X right here, or A for Xbox.
Cup slide.
Is cup slide, which means you'll be in your cups and you'll press X to attack, and then when this is your finisher that we're going to see right here.
Why are they picking on that one ball?
I don't know. I was curious about that too. Like why have they selected this ball to rotate around? Like that's kind of interesting. I don't
Maybe
know.
it was just an aesthetics thing for the trailer.
Maybe, but like that would have to be a really specific mechanic
Yeah,
for specifically
you're right.
this place. So
I don't know.
that's
Also,
interesting.
you did just mention an interesting thing.
Yeah.
A for Xbox.
Yeah.
It's the first game, Kingdom Hearts game.
Yep, first
Xbox.
Kingdom Hearts game on anything but a PlayStation console.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a lie because
Well, I mean,
there are 3
Game
games
Boys.
on a 3DS and 1 game on a Game Boy.
Yeah.
So it's almost even actually, and yeah. Anyway, but you get the point.
I mean, let's be honest. Some of the Game Boy games were frustrating at best.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I like Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, and that's about it.
I guess I didn't play that one.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then this looks to be the final boss. We see 2.5 HP bars here. So that's, for me, that's obvious. This is the final boss for the Toy Story world. Which, spoilers, but like, I don't care. Whatever. This is really cool. This. Oh, sorry, what?
Well, you can't say you're a spoiler. It's right there for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like a non-standard view, plus getting on the rocket with... I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all stuff that we're going to see.
It seems like it's going to follow the standard Toy Story timeline with the rocket at the end.
So this is actually between Toy Story 2 and 3. Like, it's apparently canon between 2 and 3, and they like
Canon
announced
between
that.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe not canon,
Even
but
though
at
this
least
is
placed
straight
between
from
2 and 3.
1. All right, that'll be interesting.
The rocket,
I mean, the rocket.
The rocket's from 1.
It's from 1, but
the scenario is obviously different.
Yeah.
So this is one of two things. It might be a limit that you can do any time, though in tight spaces that might not be plausible. So it's more than likely like a specific boss-related attack that you can do. Maybe you have to build up. We're not using focus, so I don't know.
Point out what's going on with Buzz's eyes right here.
He's super mad. Let's see if they change it all. Oh, he's just determined. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's just man.
He's
that is
he's surprised.
Surprised.
Oh.
He's like, what's wrong with my eyes?
Woody's just eternally determined.
And Woody's got the same kind of thing going on where their eyes just aren't quite looking at the same thing.
Love that frame shift. Anyway. So we get the rocket, which is pretty cool. Actually, no. This looks more like an attraction flow, and I'll why does it keep doing that? I'll show you why. Because remember the cups, the teacups or whatever? It had cancel, it had its one attack, I forget what it's like, cup slide. And then we saw it when it was doing its finisher, so this wouldn't be here. So I think this is an attraction flow. Yeah, it has to be, because it's got the exact same layout as the teacups, which we already know is an attraction flow. That's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Another one, by the way, is like the what's that roller coaster in Disneyland? The Splash Mountain or something, or is it? What is it?
Which there is a Splash Mountain. What do you?
It's a famous roller coaster at Disney parks.
Well, there's a lot of them.
It's the oldest one.
There's the oldest one. I don't know what that would be.
Anyway,
I would assume the oldest is like it's a Small World. Is it like
the roller coaster.
Matterhorn or like Space Mountain?
It's got to be Space Mountain, maybe. I don't know. It's a roller coaster.
Describe it to me.
It's a roller coaster.
Oh my head.
We'll watch it later.
Screaming California?
Doesn't matter. So yeah, that's another one. You gotta go get your cake.
Yeah, I think my cake's done now.
All right, and I'll move forward a little bit. So this is cool, and then we get to see the finisher here. So you just like send the rocket flying at this dude, and we'll see a little bit later. Oh wait, no, we won't. So there's an awful lot of similarities between. I don't know. I'll have to see when we get there, but between this ginormous Toy Story boss, as well as though. I think this might be a mid-level boss because Vanitas might be the boss. Huh. Anyway. Cause the rock giant, what's he called?
Giant? A golem?
Hercules?
Oh. Titan.
Rock Titan. Or Titan, whatever. So the Rock Titan is huge, has like 1.5 health bars, but is a mid-level boss, we know. So this might be the mid-level boss. They might be avoiding every final boss for the stages. I just thought of that.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
This looks like a really entertaining mid-level boss. And then this is the Monsters Inc. boss. I'm assuming mid-level. It has the exact amount of exact same. Oh, no.
No, this is
Toy Story. I was
yeah.
mistaken. Yeah, so it's the same.
I have blocks that look kind of like that.
It's blocks. So this is. They probably just have the same amount of HP because this is like a dev build or something like that. But this looks like a second stage or something, or a DM that the boss does. So what I found interesting was that so I'll try to pause it. Okay, see that? That's what appears when you're doing like
when
flow
you're targeting
motion to like travel from places. So I think that it might be helping you platform to a place like this. So anyway,
which makes sense. I mean,
which I like,
yeah,
because this isn't a platformer, but I do like platforming in like different games. I don't know, you get it. So here we see one of the attacks from Dream Drop Distance, which is the flow motion. Here we see Click Clouds again. But like apparently, if there's like a or a lamp post or a pole or something like that, you can use this attack.
It's interesting. You have laugh power too.
Oh yeah, I thought that was interesting. So in other Kingdom Hearts games, sometimes you get like a conditional game over, like with Mulan in Land of Dragons. It's morale meter, and you try to keep the morale of your troops up or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
And it's basically just orbs that you lose or get from defeating enemies or getting hit. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be super interesting. So I wonder if it's like some sort of orbs, like these little orbs, but those look like the focus gauge. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, flow motion's back. Love it or hate it. I think it looks good. And then so we see the quick claws transform into
twin
yo-yos. Here, I'm going to try to right there. I like that frame. Anyway, I'm super excited about this because
did Sora's color scheme change?
Yeah, his color scheme changed too.
Interesting.
When he transformed, which is pretty cool.
And you now have more laugh power.
Yes,
I think.
Yes, it might be a completely different frame or test or whatever, but yeah.
Sully's hair still looks a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, at least he's trying to scare the heartless. Whatever. I don't know. Somebody's honking outside. I don't know if you can hear
They're
it.
They're like locking their door like 20 times in a row.
Because that's important.
I don't know.
Anyway, so so this is the finisher for Twin Yo-Yos, which looks crazy awesome. It like crunches up Heartless. Oh, and this looks like a limit, but it might be specific because there's a limit in another trailer with like Goofy and Donald where Goofy gets his shield out and you like ram into enemies as a group. But like here we go Mike Wazowski bowling, which is great. So this looks like another summon, which this is a Dream Eater from Dream Drop Distance, and he's like, this is the first one you get in the game, so it's like special. But like at the end of Dream Drop Distance, Sora goes back and like visits the dream world and sees all of his buddies that he made throughout the whole thing. So like I think this is just a summons that's a reference to that, because you he grows huge and then summons all of your Dream Eater buddies. Anyway,
Man.
so I kind of like that one. I like the Dream Eaters. Love them or hate them, I like them. And I disagree with you if you hate them.
I hold no opinion on the matter.
What's this called? This is the battery,
That's
the
like
canister.
yeah, it's like a battery, like a scream canister.
Yeah. So here's Vanitas for the first time. It's kind of hard to get his character model wrong because it's just a big
It's a
dome.
helmet.
Yep. It just make a shiny helmet.
He's got
and
a
you're
lot
done.
of chains going on though.
That's true.
He's got a lot of chains.
Are those chains?
Those are chains. Plus he
Oh,
has
that's
like
true.
neck
Maybe that
chains.
represents something because I don't think he had chains on his arm and Keyblade in Birth by Sleep.
His Keyblade also looks short. I wouldn't be surprised if he like threw it and swung it around.
That's kind of interesting. I guess I never noticed that. Maybe there's a different angle. No, I think that's the best
You
angle.
notice
we
like
can
all the little things off to the side with every move.
get. Yeah. So
but not the big chains.
Oh yeah, so there's his
Yes.
hand right there. So I don't think his
Oh,
Keyblade's
so
really short. Yeah. So I guess I'll have to
So
go back
maybe it's
because I
just
don't
a
remember
chained
there being
Keyblade.
chains around his Keyblade, but it may have something to do with the other half of him that sleeps inside Sora's heart, which is Ventus from Birth by Sleep. So that's really cool because that's like that's a really cool part of Birth by Sleep that like Ventus, in order to survive, his heart finds refuge inside Sora's heart. And that's kind of where he's been. That offers an explanation for being able to dual wield. It explains Roxas's appearance. And here we're getting confirmation that Vanitas knows that Ventus is in Sora's heart, and he needs to extract him somehow in order to gain his full might.
Is he gonna do that Temple of Doom style?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We can only hope.
This is
Probably
gonna be
a
the
Keyblade
first
to the heart.
M-rated
Kingdom
Hearts.
That would be pretty crazy. So I'm gonna refer back to the Toy Story trailer where we saw young Xehanort talking to Sora and telling him that like they're in the Toy Story world looking for clues to bring back somebody who I forget the exact wording, but it was basically they were talking about Vanitas. Or at least we speculated, and now we know because here's Vanitas.
In defense of my fan theory, Indiana Jones is Disney owned.
It is.
It is Disney.
It is.
They have the Indiana Jones ride.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Yeah.
I don't even know stuff anymore.
It's gonna be like chased by people. There's gonna be a bunch of snakes. Something. Sora gets half his heart ripped out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
See
And he like
Indiana
turns into
Jones.
like a demon.
That's the real secret world.
Yeah,
Indiana
that was
Jones
when I was a
world.
kid. That was a disturbing movie. The second one in the trilogy.
I mean, it's still disturbing.
it still is, but as a kid, I was like, man, this is effed up.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like, why did my parents let me watch this?
I don't, and not behind enemy lines.
Yeah, no. When I was much older at that too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so he's looking for the half of him that sleeps in Sora's heart, which is Ventus. And we're speculating that these chains may have to do with some sort of inhibiting of his power. That's kind of cool. Okay, this part is cool because Sora has never actually seen Vanitas. Yet Sora says Vanitas, and then he goes, "Wait, what? What just came out of my mouth?" And that's obviously Ven's heart kind of waking up to being in close proximity to the other half of his heart, with the dark side of his heart. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. Here's a good
Oh, there we are.
thing. This
Okay,
Keyblade.
so he's probably not going to be throwing that Keyblade around.
Yeah. And then here's the eye, and I'll have to.
Sauron?
Yeah, it's Sauron.
Okay.
It's the Master of Masters, but close enough.
So Sauron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is super cool. So it makes me think that Vanitas
That's his
might actually
other.
be.
He has two eyes.
Yeah.
Is that how it is in Lord of the Rings too? Like he has the one big tower, and then like on the other side of the world he has another big tower. His eyes are just really far apart, like that one girl Mike dated.
Was that whole thing just to bring up that one girl that Mike dated?
It was a very elaborate joke.
Oh my gosh. Not to mention pretty nerdy. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway, okay. So then Vanitas refers to Sora as Ventus, which is kind of a callback to Kingdom Hearts 2, where the organization members continue to refer to Sora as Roxas, and Sora's like, "I'm not Roxas," and they're like, "Whatever, Roxas, you're such a kidder."
You don't know me. You're not
Anyway.
my mom.
What a strange place to slither off to. So he knows that his heart escaped Sora. So that's kind of interesting. Ooh, check out that bling.
Hey. In my defense, he's going for that Temple of Doom reach. He's going for it. He's gonna pull out his heart.
Yep. Oh, slap it away.
Oh.
Not gonna happen. All right. So that is our very scatterbrained analysis of this first trailer. Let's go to the second. By the way, I love the new Hikaru song. Yeah, this is it. This is. I'm not gonna have it really turned up because we're just gonna talk about the things that the images that they display. But yeah, I had mixed feelings about the song at first because it wasn't as upbeat or loud, but I really like it, and it kind of fits the solemn stuff that's gonna go on in Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyway,
you tend to like upbeat, loud music.
and the
Wub
soft stuff. Oh my gosh,
That is-
different music. Don't think twice. By Hikaru Tada. Oh, never noticed the name was reversed. Anyway, that's cool. English and
It
Japanese.
looks like a very expensive chess
So we've
set.
seen that. You've said that before.
Yes, I did.
Recently,
But not
Anyway.
not being recorded.
Oh, that's right.
They didn't have to know that was the first.
Oh, I completely
That could have
forgot.
been very original.
Could have been. Isn't.
Not that it mattered.
Not that it matters.
Yeah.
So okay, so this is nice, and we've seen this before and up to now, but like this is a new thing that like we've seen him do this, but we haven't seen the Keyblade specific command menu over here. And
That's your
I like this one.
first Keyblade.
Yeah. So maybe it is the Kingdom Key. So maybe it is
Kingdom Key.
whatever.
Has a
I
name.
wasn't correcting you. I was just
No. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't.
yeah.
Anyways.
So maybe it's per world. Okay, that's kind of cool. Instead of per Keyblade. But I think it was like that before. Maybe I'm just mixing up stuff. Anyway. Okay. This is a good look at the Keyblade transformation. So let's see how far we can go.
Oh, so it's a sun, not her hair.
Oh, okay. So it's the sun, and then you got flowers at the bottom, and then obviously
The tower. The
tower.
spire.
Yes. So, and then that's
Wait.
kind of cool. This Keyblade transformation, the sun kind of like pops off. And then let's see this frame by frame. And then like the flower petal, whatever
Engorge
the stems
is.
the stems
Engorge.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, is it a... I think it's a tower. Is a tower standalone and then a spire part of a larger structure?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's my opinion on
That
matter.
sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
right to me too.
I
So then it
apologize
swirls
for my
around him.
first incorrect.
Oh, it turned into a heart.
Oh,
Because Kingdom Hearts.
it's Kingdom Hearts.
Whoops.
It all comes back.
Oh,
what are
Lordy.
you doing? All the buttons.
All of the buttons.
Why are you pressing the buttons?
No idea.
You have like
Oh,
one
nice.
job.
Okay, so then this the sun separates from the rest of the Keyblade. The Keyblade turns into this plant, and then the sun
Plant.
comes back. Oh, that's the last frame.
Sun will come out
And then we've seen the Mirage staff before.
tomorrow.
Thanks for that creepy rendition of.
Bet your
that song.
bottom dollar.
Moving on. So, oh my gosh,
Oh.
don't think there's anything.
You know we've been
here.
recording too long. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a cactus.
Yep, there's the cactus, and this is the part I was referring to.
That is a
where-
very tight jacket.
Yeah, he likes it tight.
That is some Batman-esque jacketing.
Oh gosh.
I really wish Sora's head looks way too small. He needs to have a much bigger head in the Toy Story in the Toy Story world.
Oh, in
Sorry.
the Toy Story world.
Referring
I was just gonna
to
say, I really don't think that.
some
Yeah,
nice
let's go back.
Boo jumping around.
Let's go back to this.
So,
Could be bigger.
no. It looks fine. Play it. Play it. Play it. Play it.
I get that Woody's head
Pause
is-
it. There we are.
It's proportional to his body. You're just comparing it to
I'm
Woody's
just saying.
giant head.
Yeah, I know.
But look at Buzz's head. It's basically just a
It's
little.
still bigger. It's a little thumb.
Anyway, moving on. Oh, Boo. And I'm excited for Monsters, Inc. So again, we get Vanitas holding the battery-powered laughs and stuff. We've seen this before. And this. I wonder if there's anything else new besides the Mirage Staff transformation. Okay, so here we see Riku's Keyblade is broken. So here's my theory on this has to do with the fact. All right, that's buffering too much. The fact that his Keyblade has always had this eye, just like Vanitas, just like Xehanort's Keyblade, just like a lot of the Keyblades that have that eye, which is now we know associated with the Master of Masters and Lushu. So I think he needs to leave this Keyblade behind. And Sauron. Yeah. So here we see the plaid right here.
Yep.
Why am I pointing at the screen? None of
I keep
no
doing
one else.
that too. I keep pointing at the screen.
Anyway, so we see the plaid, and then we see the plaid,
they're matching. They're
plaid. That's so
twinners.
adorable. Though Mickey's feet are much larger to Riku's normal sized feet. By the way, love the Riku character model. They've fixed him up. He got a haircut, and that was the best thing he's ever done for himself. Anyway, is that hood? Oh, his
his
hoodie
hood has ears.
has ears.
That's interesting.
Nice. So, okay. So he slams it on the ground. Oh, wait. What's all this? Okay, no. It looks like thorns, maybe? I don't know. I can't. It's probably
Maybe.
not important.
Probably
Anyway.
not.
So he can't use this Keyblade anymore. Might as well leave it here. So I'm wondering if that has to do with the eye and him realizing where his Keyblade came from, which is the darkness in the first place. Or if it's that and the fact that it broke. But I've never heard of a Keyblade breaking before, so that's super interesting.
Is it also broken? It looks like just a very streamlined Keyblade.
Oh, it's definitely broken. Because we've seen him use this Keyblade before. And it's got like a sharp tip and everything.
Okay.
So it's definitely broken.
They didn't do a very good job of making it look broken.
Yeah.
I guess,
Unless you're like
if you're
familiar with the Keyblade
Familiar,
itself.
yeah.
Because like, I don't know. Anyway.
As I'm not.
Yeah. So this line, I have a few theories as to what this means, but like I'm equally unsure about all of them. So in case I'm gonna leave this, I can't use this Keyblade anymore. I'm gonna leave it here in case the other me needs it. So my theory that I back up the most is that because in the realm of darkness, time is all wonky and squished. Like Aqua doesn't age a day during a 10-year passage of time, and for me that means that like a short amount of time can pass in the realm of darkness for a very long amount of time in the realm of light. So I'm wondering if time is so wonky and like warped that Riku is specifically leaving his Keyblade in the realm of darkness by the shore that we know him and Sora were able to like escape to the realm of light to, for his younger self that was trapped there with Mickey at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know. That's just it sounds far-fetched, but like it kind of makes sense. Using Kingdom Hearts logic, it makes sense.
Sure. They can do what they want.
The other thing is replica Riku, which I don't know. It just sounds it doesn't sound like they're actually going to go down that path. And then the third theory is that Riku somehow in the course of this, or we find out has in the past, created a nobody of himself who's trapped in the realm of darkness. But again, that would be a lot to explain in a little time. I don't know. That's why like the first one for me makes more sense than the others. But knowing Nomura, he's probably going to do something else entirely. Anyway, they're just baiting us with this.
I have no theories on the matter.
Thank you.
In case that helps.
You sure?
Yes.
Nothing to do with Sauron.
No.
Okay. So in case the other me needs it. And then Mickey's one-liner here.
He's just way too happy.
Question mark. That's permanent. He's like the Joker.
He's like Joker smile. Want to know how we got these dimples?
Oh my gosh. Walt drew them on me and they won't go away.
I lose my contracting.
Yes. So that's interesting. He's leaving his Keyblade. So, yeah. That's it. That's the analysis of the trailer, really off the cuff, random crap all throughout, but hey, you get it. Anyway. Yep. Anything to say?
No.
All right, get out of here. Go be productive with your lives, for heaven's sake.